everyone. Frank Robles, Strength Equals. I'll show if you can see me. So, again, it's always been a while since I put a video on. Been busy. Just wanted to just show, it's been a while since I've shown a sandbag routine. Today's not a heavy day. I have my light days and heavy days. I've talked about just a light routine. I just wanted to give people, again, the thought process doesn't always have to be extreme heavy, doesn't always have to be a failure, doesn't always have to be a competition when you're doing your lifts. Something to just keep the blood flowing. So have some light routines. If you have sandbags, I have them varying as this one right here, 100 pounds all the way up to 245 pounds. I thought it was 250, but it's 245. That's the heaviest one I have. Anyways, so have fun with them and do different things. Especially the lighter bags you can do conditioning with, if you will. I hate using that word because even when you're strength training with lower reps, to some level, there's obviously conditioning going on and strengthening the muscles to get used to, so that 100 pounds is now the lightweight so that you can condition with it. So it's all tied in together, of course. I also like to come out here. I'm in my garage, no heat, freezing outside. We're in the winter in New England. That's just something to come out here and to just be out here doing something. But I always say it's about mental toughness, getting stronger physically and mentally. Challenge yourselves to doing things, of course, but sometimes you also have to listen to your body and allow your body to recover, but find other ways to quote unquote challenge yourself. All right, so let me do a set here. All right, so this is my third set of banging out 10 of those. So again, something to do. It actually, as I'm doing it, it does help me keep my technique. There's a technique to get in the back of your shoulder. Obviously brute strength, but when it starts getting heavy, you know, for me, 200-pound bag, you start needing a little bit of that technique. So unlike bodybuilding, I've talked about this before, building the body up, you know, the more methodical movements, you don't want really to be working on technique or figuring out different leverages, if you will, to make it easier. You want the strain to be on the particular muscle or muscle groups that you're working on, so therefore eliminate momentum as much as you can, eliminate leverage, and make the exercise hard. I talked about how I've been experimenting with no movement at all, doing the yielding isometrics. I've seen some benefits. There's some things I learned, some movements you just can't do it. Like I've experimented doing it with the stones, holding the stone in a certain position, holding the squats in a certain position, even back row in a certain position. I think because of needing to obviously brace yourself with those movements, it's not healthy. I tweaked my back a little. Nothing major when I was doing back row. It healed, of course. I shouldn't say it like that, but it's healed. I'm fine. I'm back to normal. But it did teach me that it's hard. You obviously can't go a minute of holding your breath while holding weight. I mean, I guess you could train for that, but I don't know how healthy that is for internal pressure. So anyways, those movements you can't do. Maybe do partial reps, maybe do something if we want to experiment with the shorter range of motion. But what I have learned, not learned, but just implementing, keeping those exercises very controlled and methodical. You're not trying to do a power movement unless you're powerlifting or strongman lifting, then yeah, learn to use your body with momentum. I think I've said this before in the past, that's a very important movement that we need to keep in our bodies as we get older. being somewhat explosive. But training your muscles to be strong, letting your tendons and ligaments get stronger through proper lifting technique safely will build that up, build those muscles up, so that when you go do something explosive, which I do think you should keep in your routine as you get older, and because you don't want to be able to I can't get up, I can't move quick off the couch, I can't sprint. If you don't do that stuff, you will lose it. But if you have weak muscles, weak tendons, weak ligaments, you will hurt yourself doing those ballistic movements. Now, you do have to understand when you're doing those ballistic movements that the risk of injury is obviously higher, even if you are healthy. So we do have to remember that. This can only go so far with those. But implementing sprinting, implementing throwing this bag over your shoulder, the things that I do on my awkward day, I used to call them strongman, whatever, tough days, I believe those are very important to do. But as far as bodybuilding, building the muscles up, slow, controlled, methodical movements are much better, much safer, and much more efficient for building faster. Exploding through the movement so you can lift more weight or get more reps looks like you're stronger, but it didn't make you stronger because you just figured out a way to get weight from A to B easier. That's all that is. So, anyways, have your light days, let your body rest, but keep some kind of challenge, even if it's being out in the bone cold. Okay, be out there, toughen up. I want to start putting some more podcasts of videos of me just exploring that. I do think, obviously, majority of people watching this, if not everybody, is men. I think as men, especially as Christian men, we need to step up, be stronger, be tougher, and voice our opinions in a loving way to help get more masculinity into the world, but in a godly way. So anyways, hopefully that doesn't deter people. I'm going to get into, well, if it does, it does. We'll see who is still listening. But anyways, I'm going to get into that in more videos to come. So anyways, as always, thanks for watching. Don't forget, as I always say, keep getting stronger, not only physically, but mentally. Thanks for watching.